this has some audience participation in it. Okay? I don't know if you'll be able to pull off a drunken crowd, but we'll see what we can do. We're going to be having at one point, and I'll cue you, a parade, at which point a few hoots and hollers, don't get too crazy, but a few hoots and hollers would not go amiss. Yes, actually, that would be wonderful. Keep it clean. This is, going out over Family Network here, sort of. So that'll be a parade going on, and you'll hear that. A little bit later, like immediately after, we're going to be at a cocktail party. So, you might want to have that sort of chatter going on. If you have glassware, you could clink your glass or whatever like that. It would be lovely to have in the background. Then we're going to a rave club. I think that we've got that one covered. But feel free to participate in crowd noise as long as you don't disturb your neighbors too much. Okay? Once we have our event, because you might guess because of the title that there's going to be a murder. After the murder, crowd noises, I'll kind of cue you. There'll be a couple of times where hollering because somebody has been killed is appropriate. Okay? And you'll know when that is. Believe me. And a little hollering and screaming then would go right. And when you see me do this, okay, can y'all see me? When you see me do this, stop. Go. Stop.
Hold the reins.
Which finger do you want? Okay. Pinkies, that's it. Okay. No, some of you might take that personally. So anyway, I'll point at you when it's time to go for the screaming and hollering. The club, you'll hear that it's the club and it's the party and all that stuff. Just feel free. But when it's the yelling and screaming, I'll cue you, and then I'll have you stop. That'll be me closing my hands. Jim. You have plenty of time to flirt after you got here.
Oh, yeah. It's a party now, boys.
It's a party going on down here. Okay. So, by the way, we are already live on the internet. So, all of that stuff, people have seen how insane we all are. Hello, internet. All of you. Both of you. Whatever. All right. So, in 6 minutes, we will start. We will be keeping real close watch on our time. And it's going to be fun, I hope. So, in the meantime, let's introduce our cast. On sound effects, we have
Thomas Fitzgerald. Nice to meet you. Hope y'all enjoy the show.
Okay. Starting on this end.
Bless you.
That's his name. Don't worry.
I'm Gesundheit Schninkelhofer.
That's right. Doug Smith.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Let me get out of the way.
Jerry Goodwin.
Lydia Santone.
John Vandergrift.
Brandy Zork. Sheila Heaney. Amy McAllister. Tana Adams.
Shannon Smith. Alan Wade. And me, I'm John Lamb. And Jerry Mallers as the Beaver. Okay, so we'll be cranking up here in just a couple of minutes. Those of you at home listening, you should have a pencil ready to write down the phone numbers and addresses of the businesses sponsoring our show, because they have made these things possible. So we have, at the empty table here, Mail and More, who were so kind to sponsor and not even come, but I'm sure they're listening at home. And then we have our double sponsors here, Blue Bonnet Remodeling and Brute Force and Ignorance Ironworks. And over here is our pint and barrel table. Okay. And then we have the people who actually paid money to get in here. Hey, come on. There you go. There you go. I will say that our next event will be February 8th. Also at 7 o'clock, and it will last a little longer than 1 hour, and it is comedians. We have a couple of comedians that will be performing, and we'll just have some fun. There'll be more details on our Facebook page, both the P.A.R.T. page, the Nickel Manor page, and also my personal page, John Lamb. So sit back. We'll be starting very shortly. Eat, drink, whatever.
They'll fit with all this hair. Set that ponytail on fire. Tables over there.
If they want to sit there, be close to the action. He's okay. He's okay. Just remember I'm Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat the earlier announcement. If you have a cell phone with you, please put it on silent or turn it off. If it goes off during the performance, we will stop while you are escorted out. Look at my face. I am not joking, because we're not going to play that game here. So, except for you. If you have yours on, that's fine, because you're cute. You know, it's all right. But please, it does disrupt everything. So, turn them off.
Are you?
No, I'm not, actually.
That's
Doug, Q. Doug, Q.
Forgot and never brought to mind.
This is Smooth Rock 93.5 in Palestine, Texas, and live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Live from the Nickel Manor in historic Old Town Palestine, this is Doug Smith for the Palestine Area Radio Theater. Tonight, P.A.R.T. is proud to present for you an original play, A Murder for Auld Lang Syne.
When you think of an artisan, what do you think of? Creativity, craftsmanship, perfectionism, outside-the-box thinking? When I think of an artisan, I think of Kim Kepler at Bluebonnet Remodeling.
Remodeling?
Yes, remodeling, full-service remodeling, painting, sheetrock, texture, tile, structural, cabinetry, historical restoration. Think the bar at Switch Brick Oven Pizza and Wine Bar. Think the Redlands Lobby. But also think 3 6-foot Butterflies on wheels for the Christmas parade. Now that's outside the box. Kim got her start in Corpus Christi in 2006 and moved to Palestine in 2013. Since then, she has taken the area by storm. They're a small company filled with artisans who love a good challenge to their creativity and skill. With Chris Patty in the shop crafting stunning cabinetry along with the rest of the crew, Kim Kepler's Bluebonnet Remodeling should be your go-to crew for every job, big, small, or in between. Call Kim today at 361-816-2887. 361-816-2887. Or you can find Bluebonnet Remodeling on Facebook.
We turn bland into beautiful, ordinary into art.
Hey, bud, you going out for New Year's Eve?
Nah, we talked about it, but we're too bushed to get all dressed up for some fancy get-together.
Well, then put on some jeans and sneakers and join us at the Pint.
What? What's the pint?
The Pint and Barrel Draft House, dude. In Old Town Palestine, East Crawford Street. You remember.
Is that where we had your birthday party? Where your buddy Chris has that great selection of beers and wines and that great menu?
Oh, that's it. You remember those unbelievable smoky wings Scott cooked up in their kitchen? And that incredible menu of sandwiches and burgers?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. We got the kids tonight. I forgot.
Ah, no problemo, dude. Bring the whole family. They have soda, iced tea, and everyone's welcome. He might even have a fire pit blazing outside, and the deck is covered so you can sit comfortably outside or in. It's a real pub atmosphere.
Wow, that'll be great. We'll be there. Tell me again where it's located.
The Pint and Barrel Draft House, 302 East Crawford Street in Old Town Palestine. Food and drinks in a true pub atmosphere. Remember, drink responsibly, and Happy New Year.
Tonight's murder drama has been sponsored in part by the Nickel Manor, who is hosting this event. Watch our Facebook page for future events.
And now, sit back, relax, and drink in A Murder for Old Lang Syne.
Hi there, everybody, and Happy New Year! This is Angela Gutierrez, live from the biggest party in town. And you know, folks, it really doesn't matter what town you're in. New Year's Eve is an exciting time. I'm here on the downtown square, broadcasting for all you listening to P.A.R.T. radio and you folks on WMNR TV. It's 9 o'clock and things are really starting to ramp up down here. The parade is in full swing, and here from the stage, you can see the whole incredible scene. Colored lights festoon the building facades. The Crimson Hotel is gorgeous with lights, golden garlands, and giant Happy New Year banners. I can just see the famous White House penthouse balcony here, where I'm told the party of the decade is in progress. Just across the corner, the Carter building is wrapped in animated lights forming Welcome 2020, along with images from the past year. Even the ground floor entrance to Club Viola is festively decorated in gold, white, and green. Now, let's hear from some of the partiers down here tonight. Excuse me. Yes, you, ma'am. What do you think of tonight's parade and party atmosphere?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. It's all so much fun. All the lights and music and confetti flying everywhere. I'd hate to have to clean this mess up tomorrow. Adrian, woohoo!
Thank you, and thank you, Adrian. Sir, hey there, sir. What's your name?
It's JT. JT. You're Angela Gutierrez, ain't you? I seen you on TV. Love your show. I record it and watch it when I get home late.
Oh, thanks so much. You look like you're having a good time. What do you like most about the party on the square tonight?
Oh, I like how everybody's just getting loose and crazy and just having fun. It's like a bachelor party for everybody, you know? Plus, I was having fun just exploring downtown. A lot of history around here. It's a pretty old town, you know.
Well, what sort of history do you mean?
Well, like, I heard there are bootlegger tunnels down there, and that all of these buildings are connected from back there in Prohibition times. Do you know if that's true? I also heard there's a secret bar down there.
Why, yes, some of the tunnels are still open, but I believe most of the entrances have been locked up. And no, I've been down there, and there's no secret bar. Well, thanks, JT. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, Tiki, looking good, Tiki.
Oh, excuse me, Tiki, is it?
Yeah, that's me. Oh, hey, Davy.
Well, you look like you're having a ball here tonight. Are you a local?
Oh, no. We drove 2 hours to get here. It's the biggest party anywhere around here. We never miss it. Well, Happy New Year, Davy. Did you get me that drink?
Oh, and there's Mayor Ryan. Gayleen. Looks like another great event for the city.
Oh, thank you, Angela. Oh, the Main Street Board and I have really tried to pull out all the stops for this one. Oh, hi, Bob. Oh, that's Bob Stillman, our parade's Grand Marshal. Oh, be careful around him, honey. He's got eyes everywhere, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Never stops looking at that phone, too. Oh, well, I got to go. I'm invited to a party over at the Penthouse, and later I'll pop into Club Viola. Gotta keep my face in the crowd, don't you know? Oh, bye. Oh, excuse me, Mr. MT? Nice case, Mr. MT. I wonder if it's an empty case.
Sir.
The Thai-Fat International Bank money is going to really set me up. And you know what I mean. White had better give me my split also. I'm heading over to some nightclub too. Yeah. See you there. Excuse me. Let me.
Sir. AMT. Well, I guess he's busy. Let's go to commercial or something. Billy, can you play that blast bit back for me? Back to the studio, guys. I've got to go. You know, go. And this time, turn off my mic. Nobody wants to hear me pee.
Okay, guys, we'll come back live when Angie calls in.
Oh, hi, Janie. Welcome to the party and Happy New Year. Drop your coat there on the left and make yourself at home. Bar's over by the kitchen. Jimmy Joe, glad you made it. You know where everything is. Oh, my goodness. Morris Teague, I thought you weren't coming.
Oh, wouldn't miss it. Plus, I've got to talk to your husband, Jason. Beautiful place, by the way.
Well, thank you. I think Jason's on the balcony talking to somebody. Grab a couple of drinks and track him down. Tell him he's supposed to be here at the door with me. And tell him I need a drink, too.
Yeah, will do, Marion.
Oh my God, Marion Whitehead, you are looking great.
Thanks, Kenneth. You look wonderful yourself.
Was that Mr. Teague you were talking to?
Yes, it was. He's off looking for a drink and my husband.
I wonder who he's really investigating. You know he's a private detective, right? But every time I talk to someone, he's told him a different thing that he's investigating. Wouldn't be surprised if someone's marriage is about to go kablooey. Told my girlfriend he was looking for a missing painting. Told Dave, my partner at the store, that he was after an escaped felon. Nobody's got the real answer if you ask me. Pretty sneaky.
Well, I thought he was looking into the embezzlement at City Hall.
Well, I don't know about that, but I did see that he's got a gun in a shoulder holster.
Oh, Darlene, this is Texas. Everybody's got a gun. See that y'all have a good time now. That's an order. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Hi, Janice. Hey, Bobby. You look nice. Oh, thank you. I'm just looking for Jason.
Oh, hey, Marion, I need a drink.
Oh, hey, honey. I couldn't see. Who was that you were talking to just now? Seemed a bit heated.
That's just a guy, Miles. I met online about 8 years ago. We had some business dealings in Asia, and I came out on top, and he didn't. I never met him in the flesh until now. He shows up with that monogram case of his, but it's nothing important. Oh, no, look.
Oh, God, there's Gayleen Reined. Oh, biggest mooch in the county. Wouldn't be surprised if Morris Teague is investigating her.
Yeah, I don't think the city's accounts have balanced once since she took office, and oh, dear. would you please tell that Chef Gunner to quit hitting on all the females in the room? Not only is it embarrassing, we don't need another sexual harassment suit just because he's such a horn dog. He's not that good of a chef. It's just not right, and if I tell him, it could get messy.
Oh, Jason, Marion. Ashar Parmati wanted me to remind you to swing by the club. Something about business.
Thanks, Pickles. Yeah, babe, I gotta slip out.
Oh, these are good.
Oh, thank you. They're my own recipe, of course, mein Liebchen. When I raise the capital for my own restaurant, it will be nearly as fabulous as you. I am Gunther Studerhofer, but you can call me anytime.
Oh, Gayleen.
Oh,
So
how you
nice to
doing?
see you. Didn't think you were coming tonight. I thought you were in the parade.
Oh, I was, but how could I resist the party of the year? I'm so sorry I didn't RSVP, but I just couldn't find my invitation anywhere. My secretary must have lost it somewhere. Anyway, it looks like a wonderful party. I'll just have to mingle my way over to the bar.
Oh.
See you later, honey.
I couldn't find it because I didn't send it to you, you mooch. Oh, well, too late now.
Oh, Marion, there's your call for you. I'm sorry. I just automatically picked your phone up when it rang. Here you go. Sounds important.
Thanks, Pickles. Maybe you should sit down for a little bit. Hello? What? Who? Oh.
Oh, Gunter, these are so delicious. What are they called?
They are called Farfenfugeln, Liebchen. Perfect for a long trip. That means they go a long way. Sort of like you, mein Schutzi.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I was with Herr Stillman the other day, and he had some interesting videos of you. I like your tattoo, by the way.
Oh, that naughty little man. And you too. He could get in so much trouble over his little hobby. But he really shouldn't be spreading them around. I'll have to have a word with him about that.
Oh, but you're so cute. Anyway, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement about the videos. Something to make all of us happy?
What? What do you mean?
Oh, look, Bob's just walked in. Let's talk to him about it. Herr Stillman, over here.
Oh, hello, Gunter. Oh, hey there, Gayleen. What's up? Great party, huh? Seen Marion around anywhere, Gunter? Have you had your talk with her yet?
Oh, yeah, and she's, uncooperative so far. But Gayleen and I were just talking about your little hobby and what's to do about it.
Oh, no, not Gayleen. That's just a bit of fun. Right, Gay? We can just keep all those little secrets between the three of us, right, Gunter? Gayleen is a friend.
Oh, thank you, Bob. You know, I don't really mind.
Well, whatever you say. But Marion Whitehead is a different story. She was just here, but I don't see her anywhere now.
It's okay. She's not going anywhere tonight. Not with her party going on. I'm heading home to go over a few things. Gayleen, do you need a ride anywhere? You look like you really don't need to drive. You know the sheriff's billboards. Drink a lot, drive a little, jail a while.
You may be right. I'll pick my car in the morning or afternoon or whenever. I've had a little way over my limits.
Yeah, like an hour ago. Guten Abend, schönen Mädchen. Have you tried my Farfenkugeln? That means it goes a long way.
Good evening. Lovely to see you here at the Club Viola. Enjoy yourselves. Yes, well, it was supposed to be Club Voila, but the sign company obviously didn't know how to spell it, so we're left with Club Viola. Still, it's fine. Oh, hello, Senator. Where's your husband tonight? Ah, at the Whitehead's party. I hope he joins us later. Renee, we're going to need more champagne glasses from the storage room. We've got to keep this running smoothly, people.
Tina, here, got it. Yes, it's a $20 cover, sir, but your first drink is free. We'll be open until 2 a.m. Yes, sir. No, sir. We don't do that here. You're welcome, sir. Banjo!
Yeah, Tina, what's up?
I got a note from the boss. She wants you to let these folks in without a wait from you or a cover from me. VPPs, you know, very pushy people. We got Mayor Reined, the Whiteheads. Look at the list yourself. Miss Pramati's got a lot going on tonight, and it's not all playtime, I can promise you.
Okay, yeah, got it.
No, I gotta get back inside. Betty's waiting for me.
No, I'm sorry, sir, but you've had way too much to drink. Miss Pramati asked you politely several times to leave, and you got really loud and pushy. I'll call you a cab or an Uber or whatever, but I can't let you back in. No, I said that's not going to happen. I could also call the cops and they can give you a ride.
Okay. No need for that. I can walk to the hotel.
Watch it, Kumba.
What? Hey, who you calling gunbag? Hey, watch out with that briefcase, buddy.
That's a $20 cover, sir, and the first drink is on us. Shall I check that case, sir?
No, I'll hang on to it. Here you go, 20, right?
Yes, sir. Enjoy your night. Oh, hi. I thought you were working outside. What can we do for you tonight?
Hey, waiter. That woman has a gun and a garter.
So does that guy and that cute redhead over there. Don't worry about it. This is Texas. Everybody's got a gun.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that. Oh, Mr. Teague, hello. Welcome.
Azar, I need to talk to you a moment.
Of course, Morris. Let's step over here. Jelly, look after table 7A, will you? Okay, what's up?
Okay, cards on the table. I know who you really are, but I don't think you know about me. I just came out tonight to tell you to watch your back. I've come across something that will be very interesting to you and your friends. Let's step out on the balcony. I've got a proposition for you.
All right, Morris, but be careful what you say. There are ears everywhere.
Seems like everybody who's anybody is inside tonight. The mayor, the Whiteheads, the Youngs. Even Senator Lamb is here tonight. Sober, so far.
Really? That won't last. Yes, sir. The players are all here. Yes.
Tina, watch the front for a second. I got to make a pit stop.
You got it, but be quick. It's getting pretty rowdy out front.
Amazing. Things here at the parade are so wild, I can't quite get to the stage. Things are really happening down here. Heard some fireworks going off earlier, even here in town. Billy, can you see me? I'm waving. Oh, well, I think I'll just go with the flow of the crowd for a minute. I'll be back on the air soon, folks. Yeah, it's MT, all right.
I just saw someone we really need to talk to, privately. Get someone in here right away. We have to deal with this quickly.
Yeah, I told her. Somebody's really not going to like that. Yeah, it's something on the order. I don't know exactly what's going to go on.
Mr. Teague, a woman found this bag with AMT on it. Is it yours?
What? No, give me a second. This is
Look,
important.
I'll just leave it here. Sorry, Mr. Teague.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Hey, somebody lock the doors. Hey, where's Azar? She's got the keys. I said lock the doors. Somebody, Azar, Banjo, I'm calling the police.
We will return to our program in just a moment after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to P.A.R.T's production of A Murder for Auld Lang Syne on Smooth Rock 93.5 FM in Palestine.
Some New Year's Eve bash, huh? Food, champagne, yeah.
All the evening gowns and tuxes. You know what I'm thinking about?
Getting a big wet kiss from me at midnight?
No, where to get our son's tuxedo for prom.
Honey, that's months away.
But it's his prom.
Does he even have a date yet? Oh, listen, hun, I got this.
You do?
Sure, mail-in more.
Mail-in more? He doesn't need copies or faxes. He needs a tux.
That's the more at Mail & More. They have Jim's tuxedo rentals with a full range of styles and sizes. Mail & More can get every guy ready for prom or any other occasion like weddings or New Year's Eve parties.
Mail & More? Sounds like they're just what we need.
Right now, we need more champagne. It's almost midnight.
Mail & More. FedEx, UPS, copies, laminating, faxes, notary services, and even tuxedos. Call 903-729-1156 or come by 210 West Oak Street in Palestine for Mail & More.
What are we going to do for lunch? Did you bring something from home?
No, I'm sick of brown bagging. We haven't been out to eat in a while. Where's someplace good?
Oh, have you tried the Pint and Barrel Draft House? Margie said that their sandwiches are to die for.
The Pint and Barrel Draft House? The pub in Old Town Palestine? I thought they were only open in the afternoon and evening.
No, they're open for lunch every Wednesday through Saturday starting at 11 a.m. She said they have a great menu, too. Everything from a salad to a three little piggy.
What's a three little piggy?
It's a huge burger with 3 kinds of meat. You can eat half for lunch and take the rest home for supper.
You're making me hungry just talking about it. Wait, do they have something we could drink during the day? We still have work, you know.
Sure, iced tea and sodas. And Scott is always coming up with some new creations in the kitchen. If you don't see what you want on the menu, just look at the chalkboard behind the bar.
Where's this place again?
The Pint and Barrel Draft House, 302 East Crawford Street in Old Town Palestine. Open for lunch at 11 a.m. Wednesday through Saturday.
Always drink responsibly and Happy New Year. And now back to A Murder for Old Lang Syne, a P.A.R.T. production on 93.5 Smooth Rock in Palestine. When we left, a murder had occurred at Club Viola.
It's about time you got here, Whistler. Where you been? You sober?
I was with my girlfriend, if you must know, Lieutenant. What do we got?
I don't know any more than it's a homicide inside the club. Come on, we're wasting time. Lieutenant Michelle Pepper, homicide.
Sergeant Mike Whistler, ditto. What's the situation? Male Caucasian, 52 years of age, by the name of Morris Teague, according to his ID. Shot 3 times, 1 to the back and 2 to the chest at closer range, judging from the powder burns. Forensics beat you here since they were just finishing up down the block when the call came in. Doors didn't get locked up too quickly, and there's a lot of folks that made it out before we got control of the scene.
Anything else so far?
Well, we also found this leather case not far from the body. It has his initials on it, MT. That's about as far as we've gotten. We've had our hands full rounding up everybody, getting names, calming them down. Well, here's the list of names we have. Oh, man. We've got VPPs here, including 2 senators. We better get moving on this. We better check if anybody's carrying a gun. This is Texas. Everybody's got a gun.
Oh, but better check them anyway to see which is the right gun. Round them up, Curry, and bag them all.
Yeah, Lieutenant, right on it.
If that's my daughter, tell her you're busy and won't be back tonight, so she should head on home.
What? But how did you... Look, I was going to tell you we were seeing each other, but it was never the right time. I mean, we've been seeing each other for...
4 months, 3 days, and 12 hours. But who's counting? I'm a detective and a mother, Mike. Finding out stuff is what I do. But we'll talk all about that tomorrow. Believe me, we will.
Oh.
But for now, we've got a dead guy, and someone deaded him on our watch. You check up on this case while I talk to the manager. What's her name?
Parmati. Azar Parmati. She's Iranian, I think. That's her over by the bar on her phone.
Got it, thanks. Azar Parmati?
Yes.
Lieutenant Pepper, homicide. What do you know about what happened here? Do you know the deceased?
Well, yes, I sort of knew him.
What does that mean?
I've known him as Morris Teague for about 6 months. I only found out tonight his real name was Agent Daryl Peatman.
What?
He was an FBI agent here undercover investigating something that he found on the dark web. He was concurrently looking into corruption at City Hall, which he came across during his investigation.
And why would he break cover to our Iranian club owner on New Year's Eve?
Because somehow he found out that I'm actually with Interpol. My name is Azar Parmati, but I'm from Mumbai. This whole club is an Interpol front. Pittman also found out we were here looking for the 2 men who cleaned out a Thai bank a few years ago. We tracked the money here, but the trail went cold. So we've been waiting and watching.
Oh, and neither Interpol nor the FBI found it necessary to inform the local police about this? Damn, you really people are pushing it here. Okay, what did Pittman tell you?
He said that a man called Jason Whitehead was the big man, and that another man named Miles something was the tech guy in Thailand. He said he thought that this Miles fellow was here looking for Whitehead to get his share.
How in the hell did he find that out?
Pittman said that he only found out because Miles just escaped from a prison in Thailand under another name for a seemingly unrelated crime. That got tagged at the FBI. It came to his attention because of the local connection and put 2 and 2 together.
Man, he sounds like a hell of an agent. Guy like that'll be hard to replace at the Bureau. Oh, hell.
What?
I'll have to call the Bureau to report the agent's death.
Already done.
Lovely. What else?
2 more things. First, I saw a man carrying that case you found as he came in. He'll be on our surveillance footage. He didn't check it at the front, but brought it in with him. Second, you should know that first thing in the morning, Interpol and the FBI will descend on this town and take over the case.
Wait a minute.
Don't even try it. A dead FBI agent in an Interpol front? It's over our heads. First thing tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it. I guess I'll just have to solve this thing by then. Thanks for all the info.
So you're the one who brought this leather case to Mr. Teague, our victim?
Yeah, I did. Tina gave it to me and told me to take it out to him.
Why'd you take the case to Mr. Teague? And for that matter, why did he take the case?
Well, truthfully, he didn't actually take it. He was on the phone, so I just left it there. And I took it to Mr. Teague because I knew he was MT, Morris Teague. And if it wasn't his, well, who better than a PI to figure out whose it is, you know?
Okay. Well, did you see anyone around when you dropped off the case?
Yeah, everyone. I mean, we've had at least a couple hundred people in here tonight coming and going and drinking and dancing all over the place. If my mother had been right next to the balcony doors, I probably wouldn't have even noticed her. Sorry.
Right. Got it. Well, that's enough for the moment. Tina.
Yes, I'm Tina. Cantina D'Angelo.
And what do you do here?
I'm the hostess. At least that's what they call me. Really, I'm the counter girl.
And what does that mean?
Collecting cover charges, checking IDs, keeping banjo company, making sure that Miss Parmati knows if any bigwigs come in.
Right. Now, Tina, the server over there says that you gave her the case to give to Mr. Teague. Is that right?
Yeah, some woman brought it over and said that the guy had left it by the fountain bar and she thought it wouldn't be safe there, so she said we should take it to him.
Why'd you send it to Mr. Teague?
Well, I didn't, actually. I told Tony to take it to its owner. We just figured. MT, Morris Teague. Sounded right.
Didn't you see the person who brought it in?
Well, yes, I did. But it was so crazy here at the door with people coming and going. I remember somebody coming in with the case, and I remember that Mr. Teague came in. So I guess I just put the 2 memories together.
Conflated them, huh?
I never! I don't even let customers hug me.
Well, no. Conflating means what you said. 2 memories kind of mashing together into a single memory, whether they don't actually go together. It happens a lot to people who are busy or forgetful or upset.
Look, can you get me the video of this area? And no, why not get it all?
I'll have to get Miss Parmati's permission first.
Understood. Why don't you go ahead and give her a call?
Mr. and Mrs. Whitehead, we understand you were in the club when the shooting occurred.
Yes, we were, Detective. We didn't even know who'd been shot until we got back here. We just didn't need the scandal.
Mike, why don't you take Mrs. Whitehead into the study and talk to her there?
Okay, Lieutenant. Mrs. Whitehead, if you will.
Of course, this way.
Mr. Whitehead, I'll be blunt. We know you were involved in stealing $16 million in bitcoins from the Thai Fat International Bank a few years back, and that your accomplice wasn't ever caught. Oh, but we'll leave that to Interpol, who will be here shortly, by the way. You won't be allowed to leave this apartment. Did the deceased, Mr. Teague, find out about this and need to be silenced?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Morris Teague is a private detective and a friend, yes. But I have no connection to this other thing at all.
We've also just learned that you've withdrawn a lot of money in cash, and a witness says you had it with you earlier tonight. Blackmail, Mr. Whitehead? Paying Teague to keep quiet. And when you found out he was an FBI agent and couldn't be bought, you had to kill him to keep him from turning you in.
FBI? Morris was FBI. No, wait, it's not.
Mr. Whitehead.
Okay, listen. Yes, I was involved in the Bitcoin theft with another guy, and yes, I was being blackmailed, but not by Morris. Gunter, our chef. He was blackmailing me, bleeding me dry. That scuzzball was blackmailing me after he found out I was laundering money through my legitimate businesses. But I wouldn't bankroll his restaurant idea. If I was gonna kill anyone, it would be him.
Who else was involved in the Bitcoin theft?
Miles Tuttle. At least that's the name he's using here. He was the computer guy at the bank in Thailand. I met him on the dark web. I never met him in the flesh until tonight. He's what they call a black hat hacker. He hacked their system from the inside and transferred the money out without leaving a trail that anyone could follow. He put it in an account that we set up in the Cayman Islands, and 10 seconds later, I transferred that money to a different account and converted it all into euros.
I can't imagine he wasn't too happy about that. What happened next?
I had him framed for counterfeiting Thai banknotes in Malaysia. They grabbed him at the airport and extradited him. He got 20 years without any chance of parole. He never knew it was me. I made it look like some crook was using him as a mule. Yeah, bad luck, you know. Somehow, he escaped prison and then made his way here to the States. And again, somehow, he was able to find out the money was gone, find out who I was, and find out where I live. And showed up at my party tonight. He wanted his cut.
So you what?
I paid him off. I've tripled the money since then, and I didn't tell him that. I just transferred the money back to his account. Didn't tell him I'd framed him either, of course. He's probably at the airport right now, heading for the Cayman Islands to collect.
Do you own a gun, Mr. Whitehead?
Of course. This is Texas. Everybody's got a gun. Here.
Slowly, Mr. Whitehead. Not recently fired. I'll be holding on to this if you don't mind. Jason Whitehead, I'm holding you on suspicion of international theft and fraud, money laundering, and for further questioning in the death of Morris Teague. His real name, by the way, is Daryl Pittman.
Mrs. Whitehead, what were you doing at the Club Viola while you were supposed to be hostessing a party here at your penthouse?
Jason was asked over by Azar Parmati. She told him it was about business of some kind.
And why were you there? Surely a business meeting could have been handled alone, and you could have stayed with your guest.
I had to go. I found out my husband was going to be there.
Well,
No, not Jason. Milos.
Who is Milos? Is he here in town?
Milos Ratemelik is I don't know. My first husband. Oh, I thought he was dead. There was no trace of him for 7 years. Last year, I got married to Jason. Then Milo showed up at the party tonight. He saw me when he came to meet with my husband. I didn't recognize him. He's changed so much. Right after he left, he called, wanted me to meet him at the club. When I met with him, he said he only wanted money from Jason over something in Thailand. He didn't even care about me getting remarried, just sort of laughed and then got angry about Jason. I thought he was, I don't know. Milos said I'd never see him again. He left laughing while I was still crying.
Mrs. Whitehead, do you own a gun?
Of course. This is Texas. Everybody's got a gun. It's in my purse. Here.
Slowly, Mrs. Whitehead. A 38 Derringer. Unfired. I'll tag this as evidence.
I guess I should tell you the rest. I'm also being blackmailed by Gunter Strudelhofer over the bigamy. How he found out, I don't know. But that evil creature didn't want money. He wanted, favors. He disappeared as soon as we heard the shooting. And before you ask, yes, I will press charges.
We'll find him. He can't have gotten too far yet. Plus, he may not even think we're after him. Let's go back into the other room and rejoin the others.
Ah, good. Progress?
Oh, yeah. Lots of good stuff.
Excellent. Let's get these two back over to the club. We'll compare notes along the way.
Sergeant Pepper, there have been developments.
That's Lieutenant Pepper, please. We've had some developments as well.
Sheriff?
I'm Sheriff Mitchell. Your captain asked me to check into Mr. Mr. Pittman's lake house, thinking he might have evidence, files, whatever we could find, really.
And what did you find, Sheriff?
Lots of files in a locked cabinet. We got it open and found out he was here investigating. He was looking at Bob Stillman for looking at everyone else. Stillman had videos he took of several women, obviously without their permission or knowledge. I picked him up for you. He was watching some of his stuff when we got there. He's caught. On the way over, he spilled that he knew who the murderer was, but he won't say who or how he knows.
Nice work. Where do you have him?
Oh, I got him in the office here. He's a mess.
Let's go, Mike. Officer, watch these two for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Robert Stillman, I'm Lieutenant Pepper of Homicide. You been read your rights? Good. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to answer all of them. Am I clear?
Yes, but I'm gonna need a deal.
A deal? For what? Why would I give a deal to a lowlife like you?
No, I can't go to prison. Do you know what they do to guys like me on the inside? I can't.
Then talk, you slimy piece of...
Mike, enough. I say again, why would we give you a deal?
Because I know who did it, who shot Morris. I've got cameras everywhere. Dressing rooms, restrooms, hotel rooms, lots of places. I got the killer on video with the gun and everything. Not where they said they were. Thought they were being clever. But I've got to have my deal first. I ain't going to prison.
All right. I'll talk to the DA about it. In the meantime, we'll get you down to the station in holding. We'll get you your deal. We'll get a name and a video. Officer, get him out of my sight.
Come on, you.
Let's get back to the other guests. You grab a bite while I call in. DA's not gonna like this. What?
Stillman's dead. Somebody shot him right through the doorway in the crowd. Everybody scattered like roaches when the kitchen light comes on. Nobody saw nothing. I've got the other uniform searching the area. Back to square one.
We've got to get a handle on all this. Let's get all the rest of everyone involved here. Yes, now, tonight. It's getting late, and I really don't want to give this case to the Glory Boys when we've already done most of the work. Get them all here now.
We'll be back for the conclusion to A Murder for Auld Lang Syne in just a moment. But first, another word from our sponsors. The Pint and Barrel Draft House, where proprietor Chris Keller and his staff always strive to provide a selection of world-class beers and wines and a constantly changing variety for your enjoyment. A menu of the best pub grub and great burgers, wonderful sandwiches, excellent appetizers, and a relaxed pub atmosphere where you can enjoy a game of darts, your favorite board games, or lounge outdoors around a blazing fire pit having a conversation with friends. Enjoy outdoor seating on a covered porch for indoors or outdoors. Plenty of room for birthday parties, rehearsal dinners, or other gatherings, but reservations not necessary, nor are they accepted. For almost 6 years, the Pint and Barrel Draft House has strived to give Palestine and surrounding areas the absolute best in pub drinks, food, and atmosphere. Voted the Palestine Herald-Press Reader's Choice Awards for Best Place for a Date. The Pint and Barrel Draft House, 302 East Crawford Street in Old Town, Palestine. Always drink responsibly and have a very happy New Year.
When you think of an artisan, what do you think of? Creativity? Craftsmanship? Perfectionism? Outside the box thinking? Well, when I think of an artisan, I think of Kim Kepler at Blue Bonnet Remodeling.
Remodeling?
Yes, remodeling. Full service, award-winning remodeling. Painting, sheetrock, texture, structural work, cabinetry, tile, even historical restoration. Think the bar at Switch Brick Oven Pizza and Wine Bar. Think the Redlands lobby. But also think 3 6-foot butterflies on wheels for the Christmas parade. Now that's outside the box. Kim got her start in Corpus Christi in 2006 and moved to Palestine in 2013. Since then, she has taken the area by storm. They're a small company filled with artisans who love a good challenge to their creativity and skill. With Chris Patty in the shop, crafting stunning cabinetry along with the rest of the crew, Kim Kepler's Bluebonnet Remodeling should be your go-to crew for every job, big, small, or in between. Call Kim today at 361-816-2887. That's 361-816-2887. Or you can find Bluebonnet Remodeling on Facebook.
We turn bland into beautiful, ordinary into art.
Well, the season of giving is over. And now it's the season of getting rid of everything you got that you really don't want. Whether you're returning, regifting, or selling in an online auction, Mail & More can help you clear out everything that's been left under the tree. Mail & More is a certified shipping center for FedEx, UPS, and the U.S. Postal Service. They can help you package and ship all those unwanted items you got from your in-laws without anyone being the wiser. They can also help with notary services, copies, laminating, and even tuxedo rentals. They really know how to put the more in Mail & More. So sell all your unwanted goodies online and then bring them to Mail & More for packaging and shipping the quick and easy way. Mail & More, 210 West Oak Street in Palestine, the answer for all your regift and resale shipping needs.
And now, the conclusion to A Murder for Auld Lang Syne.
All right. Everybody settle down and listen up. Lieutenant?
All right, everybody listen. You've all been read your rights just as a precaution, so everything you say here counts. Lying to the police during an investigation is an offense, and you will be prosecuted. So weigh your words carefully. You got that?
Michelle, what am I even doing here? I was on the air like right before he was shot.
You were out front in the parade crowd at the time?
Yes, we record everything. Just listen to the tape.
Your cameraman says no, you weren't on camera, and no one could see you anywhere.
Oh, I had to go tinkle. When I came out, I was caught in the crowd, so I just went with the flow, so to speak. I made it back to the stage a few minutes later. That's when I found out about the shooting.
We've got someone checking that right now. We'll come back to it.
Gunther Studenhofer?
Yeah?
Please remember that misleading the police during an investigation...
Okay. My real name is George Stinkelman. I'm from Pittsburgh. I use the nom de cuisine for professional reasons. Jeez.
Better. Now, we picked you up at the bus station heading out of state. We've got concrete evidence, sir, that you've been blackmailing Mrs. Whitehead over alleged bigamy and Mr. Whitehead over money laundering. What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, I was putting the squeeze on Marion and Jason, and why not? They've got millions and wouldn't put a measly $250,000 into my restaurant. I found that dirt on them through Bob Stillman. We were going to split the money between us, and hey, why ain't he here? He's in this deep, too.
He's dead, Mr. Tinkleman. Shot outside this club less than an hour ago.
Oh, hey, whoa. I've been at the bus station since, forever. I didn't kill nobody.
Bus station cameras confirm that. But where were you when Morris Teague was being murdered?
I was in the Whitehead's kitchen until the time I heard it on the radio. That's when I bolted. I just grabbed the bag, I grabbed the cash, and I hit the street running.
We'll check that out with the rest of the staff.
Yeah, you check it out. I see what you find.
Mrs. Whitehead, did Vertemelik say how long he'd been in town when you spoke with him?
Yes. He said he'd been around for a couple of days, looking for Jason. He said he didn't know about me until tonight, at the party.
Where were you when Agent Pittman was shot?
Who? You mean Morris. I was with Azar across the bar when we heard the shots. I remember we looked up at the same time and locked eyes for a second. Then she took off running.
Can you confirm that, Miss Pramati?
Yes, Marion was right in front of me. Jason had left a couple of minutes before, right after he realized I was an agent. He said he was heading back to the party. He still didn't know Marion was there, I don't think. My people tried to follow him, but lost him in the crowd.
Well, what about it, Mr. Whitehead?
I'd seen Miles at the bar talking to Marion. I'm sorry, baby. I really am. I came back later after I lost Azar's goons, and he and I talked for just a minute or so. I'd already paid him, so I left. He stayed as far as I know. I have no idea where Agent Pittman was shot.
I can answer that. I found out just a few minutes ago Mr. Whitehead's doorman saw him entering the elevators just when he heard the shots from the balcony, and he was alone.
Lieutenant Pepper, I have a prisoner for you and Agent P.A.R.T. and Sergeant Whistler. There's a guy here from the sheriff's forensic team out front to see you.
Miles Tuttle, a.k.a. Milos Ratimolik. Nice to finally meet you.
Yes, whatever. Hey, Marion, I guess I lied about never seeing you again, but I guarantee it wasn't my choice.
Sit him down, officer. Which do you prefer, Miles or Milos? Yes, Marion told us.
Miles is fine for now. I heard what Whitehead was saying as we came in. He's telling the truth as far as it goes. After he left, I came back in to find my case. I had left it by the fountain bar, but it was gone. I looked around a bit for it, but couldn't find it. I was about to ask that huge man at the door if he had seen it. When we heard the shot, he ran in, I ran out.
He's right about that. I remember him at the door.
Thank you, sir.
We've heard that you were arrested right after the Thai-Fat bank job. Is that correct?
Stranger, of all the bad luck. I was wrongly convicted of counterfeiting Thai banknotes in Malaysia. Best I could figure was some smuggler was using me as a mule by putting the notes in my bag. I got 20 years, which in their prisons is a life sentence or death. I escaped, though, after nearly 7 years. I found out that my account in the Caymans was nearly empty, so I made my way back here to find Whitehead and get my money. It took me a while to find him. We had never seen each other or used our real names, but I found him. And I was very surprised when he paid my share with no trouble. Very surprised again when I saw Marion there with him. He said he met with her to see if she knew anything, which she did not. But I think he actually fell for her. Lucky him, unlucky her.
When did you find out that it was Whitehead that framed you and got you sent to prison?
What? It was you? You did that to me, Grasa? You better hope you don't end up in the same prison, Cretan, you. You are a dead man.
Yes, I framed you. I didn't know you. I didn't trust you. And as for Marion, I tracked her down after she had you declared dead. At first it was... But then... Marion, I love you. Truly. As for you, Miles, if I had the chance, you would already be dead. But once I'd paid you, I had no reason.
Oh, how touching, really. But that leaves us with no suspects.
I think I can help with that.
What is it, Whistler?
It's a flash drive with one of Stillman's videos on it. The sheriff's office forensic team found it stuffed in a loaf of bread. Figured it was special. Watched it, and it was. Take a look.
Anybody there? Okay, I'm out. Put me back on, Billy. Angela Gutierrez here with you live at the New Year's Eve parade on the downtown square. Amazing! Things here at the parade are so wild, I can't quite get onto the stage. Things are really happening down here. Heard some fireworks going off earlier, even here in town. Billy, can you see me? I'm waving. Oh, well.
As you can see, she's obviously in the restroom here at the club. You can see the logo on the door. You can also see her pulling a gun out from her garter holster. Watch the rest.
I think I'll go with the flow of the crowd for a minute. I'll be back on the air soon, folks. Yeah, it's empty, all right.
And she replaces the empty magazine with a loaded one from her bag, and there she goes. The timestamp shows that it's just a couple of minutes before Agent Pittman is shot.
No, ma'am. No, you don't. I'll take that pistol, Angela. Ooh, recently fired.
What about the security videos? Why didn't we see her?
When we checked the club's video, we noticed that not only did we not see the murder, we never saw any of our suspects. The machines had been set up with a loop. I'm thinking...
Yes, it was me. Hey, I didn't want to get caught again. So simple to loop these systems. Oh, so sorry, Ms. Parmati.
But why? What did Morris ever do to you?
Not Agent Pittman. Miles. My husband was head of security for Tie-Fat Bank. He was ruined, disgraced. There was even suspicions that he was in on the whole thing. He was a Tom man with a proud family history. He couldn't stand the shame and the prospect of a life lived under that cloud. One day at the station, he kissed me sweetly, and then he jumped in front of a moving train, killing himself right in front of me. I was in shock for weeks. I came back. I changed my name back to my maiden name and came back to the U.S. I don't think anybody here even knew I'd been married. I picked up my old career in broadcasting and tried to move on with my life.
So what brought it all up again?
When I heard a man outside during the broadcast say something about the money from Tie-Fat Bank, I knew it had to be one of the crooks. He was carrying a leather case with MT on it in big letters. I couldn't see his face, but I made an excuse and followed him into here, where I promptly lost him. After a few minutes, I found his case by the fountain bar. I did the broadcast from the ladies' room to make it seem I was out in the crowd. Then I took the case, turned it in, and followed the waitress where she took it. Morris, he just never turned around. I shot him in the back. When he fell, and I saw who it was was too late. I fired twice more. Then I used the bootlegger tunnels to come up under the stage in time to react on camera to the news of the shooting. I'd already heard from Mayor Galen that Bob Stillman had cameras everywhere, so I knew he had to go too. I am sorry I killed Morris. Agent Pittman. I only wish I could have gotten both Miles and Jason before I was caught. You both deserve to die.
Angela Gutierrez, I arrest you for the murders of FBI agent Darrell Pittman and Robert Stillman. Whistler, take her away.
We'll be right back.
13 years blacksmithing experience, 8 years welding and fabrication, 2 years of instruction experience. Brute Force and Ignorance Ironworks and Richard Myers are the names you need whenever you need it made of metal. He'll work on your site or in his shop, whichever gets the best job done. Anytime, anywhere. Richard Ogre Myers is the right man for the job. Steel fencing, Brute Force and Ignorance. Cattle guard, Brute Force and Ignorance. Custom gate, Brute Force and Ignorance. A battle axe, brute force and ignorance. Made of metal, brute force and ignorance. Want to learn how to work with metal? Richard Myers, brute force and ignorance. Want it strong? Want it right? Want it steel? Brute force and ignorance Ironworks with an E. Find him on Facebook. Remember, Ironworks with an E. Or by calling 361-537-4125. That phone number again, got a pencil? 361-537-4125. Or on Facebook at Brute Force and Ignorance Ironworks, IRONWERKS. And what does he do? I get it hot and hit it with a hammer. Brute Force and Ignorance Ironworks.
Hi, welcome to Melonmore. Can I help you?
Hi, I need a lot more help than you've got here. I need these copied for my tax records.
Got it.
And these laminated for my son's memory box.
Got that too.
And these notarized for my IRA.
Can do.
And these faxed to my realtor.
Yes, ma'am.
And these boxes shipped to Dallas.
No problem.
And this envelope overnighted to New York.
Done.
Wow. Really? You've got all that?
Got everything you need. Right here.
I bet you don't have, tuxedo rentals.
Yep. Got those too.
Really? Tuxedos? Goodness, what don't you do here at Mail & More?
We don't rent pigs.
Oh.
Mail & More. Copies, faxes, notary services, laminating, shipping, and even tuxedo rentals. 210 West Oak in Palestine, or call 903-729-1156. We really put the more in Mail & More, but we don't rent pigs.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show has been hosted by the Nickel Manor in Palestine, 501 Avenue A, right behind Kroger's and down from the courthouse. Built in the historic Nickel Church, built in 1882, this fabulous building has been reworked to be an art studio and a yoga studio for the fabulous Kathy Lamb. Come down and visit us sometime soon and see our next show, February 8th, where we'll be having 2 comedians to entertain you. See our Facebook page for more details.
Okay, everyone, are you ready? Let's count down to 2020.
10.
You have the right to remain silent.
Hey,
Anything
honey,
you say can...
Get me a good lawyer. The accountant.
Yes, sir. It's all wrapped up. No need for a team.
Happy New Year!
This has been a Palestine area radio theater production of John Lamb's A Murder for Auld Lang Syne, broadcast on Smooth Rock 93.5 FM, live from the Nickel Manor in Palestine. The players tonight have been
Jerry Goodwin,
Randy Durr.
Olivia Santone.
Sheila O'Heaney.
John Vandergriff.
Amy McAllister.
Tana Adams.
Doug Smith.
Sound effects by Thomas Fitzgerald and sound by Shannon Smith.
And John Lamb, the director.
Good night, and please drive safely or not at all. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year!